So we have the abstract to the realistic to the more conceptual. Sometimes we have just documentary photographs that just document place or people, but we also have like conceptual photographs that are more about ideas and situational. It's a little over 3,000 pieces. It's an incredible variety of work. There's something for everybody in the collection. So the Seattle Arts Commission was actually formed in 1971, so I think we received a few pieces then, and then the 1% for art program started in 1973. Oftentimes it's City Light or SPU when they build a new facility, 1% of the capital cost goes to art. Sometimes permanent artwork that's situated at the facility itself, but a portion of that 1% actually goes to portable art purchases. And it's one of the most renowned in the country, so we're one of the first municipalities to actually have a 1% for the arts program. And so not only is it great for the arts and bringing arts into the city culture, but also I think it's a great engine for innovation and for keeping artists active in this region. So we have what's called peer panel review. On our website we have a call for artists that stipulates what the parameters are. Often they're themed, sometimes we get 300 to 400 applicants. So we set up a panel to actually review those submissions, and then they actually whittle it down, and so that's how it comes into the collection. Probably the most famous person we have is Jacob Lawrence, Gwendolyn Knight. We've got a lot of the Northwest Mystic painters, Guy Anderson, other artists like Robert Yoder, Sherry Markovitz, Peter Millett, Michael Spafford is another one, Elizabeth Sandvig, and then all these, the newer artists that are super excited and are just emerging to be able to be a part of that collection and dialogue together, you know, from the 70s to present. I think of it as sort of a living historical document that keeps expanding, so it's a history of Seattle that we keep adding to. And then we get to be a part of it by being able to collect it for the city and actually distribute it throughout city buildings that the workers, you know, employees can see, and also, you know, the public can see. So let's pick those like 4 to 5 pieces first. So usually someone from a department contacts me. So case in point was IT department, and they decided they had just moved into new offices. The general way it works is they would send me a floor plan of their space, and I would meet there and actually mark spots that can have artwork. So we're going to start as you enter. And then they form a committee of up to 3 people, and then they set a time with us to come down to the Art Service Center, and they actually physically choose artwork from what we have in stock at the moment. And we can do a yes, maybe pile. It's an amazing variety of work. We have prints, we have works on paper, we have technology, we have stuff that lights up, little dioramas. You can't tell them when you look at them from the outside, but once you look through the hole, it's like the whole other world opens up. If you don't like certain things, there's always something for you in the collection, because we have, I think, just a little bit of everything, it seems like. Your interest you?
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay. Where would you like it? Right? Okay. You know who did that, right?
No.
Me.
Oh, perfect.
Before I worked here, back in early 2000, I think it was 2001, the city actually bought some of my work. So I'm actually part of the collection, so that's kind of a fun thing to run across my work every now and then. And now that I'm actually working for the city and specifically the public art program, I just like seeing my friends every day, because I know a lot of the artists that are in the collection. So I get to tell friends of mine that are artists, like, oh yeah, we just hung your artwork up in City Hall, or, you know, City Light just purchased one of your pieces, and I just saw it today. One of the highlights for artists is anytime you sell a piece of work, especially to a nice collection like we have, it's really a kind of a joyful experience to make that phone call, because it's going to be seen by a lot of people and it has a life.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.